The sprint to the finish line with only 24 hours left in this presidential race. My co-anchors Terry Moran and Bill Weir are on the trail with the candidates. We'll have their reports in just a moment. But first, the other story dominating the news for the past week. Hurricane Sandy and the devastation left in its wake and the desire to do something to help. So, all day today, Disney and ABC have been raising money to help those who need it most. We kicked it off this morning with a telethon on GMA. As of right now, viewers have contributed a staggering amount, $15.7 million, which includes $3 million from Samsung. If you can help, just dial the number listed on the screen. We hope you will. But now we turn to the election. My co-anchor Terry Moran has been on the trail with President Obama today and joins us now from Iowa. Good evening, Terry. 11 cities in 3 days.
That's right, Cynthia, the final lap, and this is the final time Barack Obama will ever do this. This is his last political campaign and the last rally of it. And so tonight, this cold Iowa air is thick with emotion and nostalgia and edged with a little bit of anxiety about what's going to happen tomorrow. You talk to the Obama people, they express a kind of gritty, grim even confidence. They think they'll get it done, but they know this time so different from the last time. It's not about inspiration, it's about perspiration. It's all about hard work. Madison, Wisconsin this morning, bright and crisp, and an Obama crowd filling the streets, about 18,000 of them, sort of fired up, sort of ready to go.
I don't know, it's pretty early to be fired up.
Bruce Springsteen came and sang.
No retreat, baby, no surrender.
And this year, this time around for Obama and his crowds, the gritty courage, the mournful determination in his songs rings truer, perhaps.
This is an incredible crowd, and it's good to be back.
He has changed so much. He's in the fight of his life, and he knows it, and his hoarse voice told the tale.
We have come too far to turn back now. We've come too far to let our hearts grow faint. Now's the time to keep pushing forward.
Looking at Barack Obama today on the last day of his last campaign, it is impossible not to think back to what seemed a hinge of history.
The change we need doesn't come from Washington. Change comes to Washington.
The crowds were bigger, more rapturous, more hopeful. For so many people, it was magic. But it couldn't happen again. That's not how life works. This is real. This is politics.
Listen, we know what change looks like, Madison. And what he's selling ain't it. Giving more power back to the biggest banks, that's not change. No. Another $5 trillion tax cut that favors the wealthy is not change.
No. There are two keys to victory for Obama this time around. The first is dedication. He needs these crowds not so much to fall in love with him again, but to grip down and get out that vote. And to do that, he needs the young people, the American electorate of tomorrow. There are 39,000 students at the University of Wisconsin, and in this state, they can register to vote right up to Election Day.
Why did you vote for him?
Well, I'm gay, so that was a big pull for me. Romney is very anti-gay marriage, and Obama, especially since he came out and supported gay marriage last spring. So that's one of the big things for me.
The other key for Obama? Well, it's Victor Schmidt, and so many like him.
I've been laid off 3 times in 3 years, basically.
It would seem like you're the perfect Romney voter then.
Never going to happen.
Why not? Because
they just don't represent my values.
Across the country, white men like Victor have abandoned Obama in droves. But here in Wisconsin and elsewhere in the Midwest, the president does better with these voters. For many of them, it seems, conservative attacks on the president that question his patriotism, even his Americanness, just don't work as well.
One of the things against Obama on the other side sometimes is they feel he's not a true blue enough American. You know what I mean? Sometimes.
Yeah, they keep saying that.
You don't buy that.
What's a true blue American, you know?
Obama went to Columbus, Ohio this afternoon. Jay-Z joining Bruce Springsteen on the bill. But we drove across the farmland to Iowa to catch up with the campaign in Des Moines.
Here we go, crossing the mighty Mississippi River from Wisconsin, battleground state, into Iowa, battleground state, where it all began politically for Barack Obama, and which he really needs to come through for him again this year.
They were lining up to register and vote in Dubuque, both sides looking for every single supporter. Scott Faulkner didn't vote last time, but is coming out for Romney.
I just felt like this time really needed to make my vote count. And, you know, things look like they're going to be close, so it's time to make it happen.
You could decide the election.
That's right.
The last rally of Barack Obama's historic political journey, the end of a long, hard, and often ugly campaign on both sides, and the end of the Obama era, or the start of a new chapter, a new chance for him, for them, for hope.
So they've given us a souvenir to commemorate this last night. Finish where we started. Of course, they hope they send him back to Washington. That's what the people here hope. And it all comes down to whether or not that American electorate of tomorrow, younger, bit more diverse, will come out in sufficient numbers to do the job.